welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know what? They talk about music to your ears. How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? These teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks.
Hey folks, I'm your host, the Coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease, bursts through it for a solid game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now. Just his first 3 carries. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a little more bass, I would think, than you get from a ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Cade York on now for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
For the second consecutive season, Tua's a starter and Miami's a team. Both have winning records, but missed the playoffs. His number rip it, only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Yes, we did. So a failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Thomas Morstead on that, coming away on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain, and also a cherry on top there at the end. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Nice job getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Penny up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got a man, complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke is complete to Lockett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. No doubt, very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a third-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Room here to run. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Hassan Haskins, 51 yards. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your...
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
The Texans offense ready for 1st and 10. To throw right away, here's Montana. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Montana's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40. The it till it's said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Montana's throw complete there to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. On first down, Montana. They'll go underneath to Haskins. Touchdown! Hassan Haskins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota's starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at that 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So trouble already here in the opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensively, really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Gets around him. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't, because he's big, strong, and powerful. A lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
A give to Haskins up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They will look to throw. Montana. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance.
Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Gonzalez. 42 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Rondale Moore, 52 yards. And the Texans have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Montana's throw into the hands of Gonzalez here. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Gonzalez, 47 yards. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Good grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco ready for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A first kick, and the ball is knocked out. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Did a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randy Moss from 40 yards out. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Randy Moss led the league in receiving touchdowns 5 times starting in 1998. The last coming in 2009. And a lot of it, to me, was not just the natural talent, which was unbelievable, but the determination. Always was upset he wasn't a top 5 selection in the NFL draft. Kept being upset about people passing on him early in the first round. When he finally got to Minnesota, he decided to really establish himself in the NFL and let everyone else know they made a big mistake.
This one fielded out to 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun. Here's Montana. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He's got Mason complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
1st and 10 for Montana and company. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tony Gonzalez with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return. Now a hit and a loose football. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's...
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Montana going right to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off. Keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again. On 1st down, Brady. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Brady, and this one caught by Cameron Brain. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble. Second, it was leaving his hand.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Play action. It's Montana. Here's Griffin on the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and long. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12. Montana. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And some room to maneuver. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him double.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 9, Montana. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Montana. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And here's the give to Haskins. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Back now here on EA Sports. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He finds his man complete. It's Mason. And able to get this down inside the 15, even the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's an 8-yard pickup that leads to a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hassan Haskins. 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses